Hey beauties, welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to be talking about products that I regret purchasing. Some of these are things that I didn't like straight out the get-go and I just wasn't a fan of. Some of these I just feel like I haven't gotten the use out of them to justify the price. Some things I'm just kind of blasé about, and then there's one thing actually at the end that is a little bit of a cheat, but I think you guys will get a kick out of it anyway. But if you're looking at this eye and you really want to see how I did it, I am leaving the link down below, so make sure you check that out. And let me go ahead and just stick this in here. If you love these products, that's awesome. It's just a difference of opinions. All right, let me go ahead and start off with numero uno. I'm gonna go ahead and forewarn you, there is a lot of Dior in here. This I have not even used yet, so that to me that tells me something, because I'm one of those that I just like to use a product right away. I get really excited about it and I want to try it. I want to stick my fingers in it, and I did stick my fingers in it, but that's about it. This is the Dior Skin Nude Luminizer Dior Show Rising Stars collection. So I saw this and I really wanted it. And now I really kind of regret buying it. I haven't touched this other than swatching it. I think I was hoping for it to be a little bit more like my Dior Hollow Pink. I think every time I see a pink highlighter from Dior, like, oh, let me get it. And I don't know. It's pretty, but I don't know. I don't care. I have not touched this since I bought it, and I probably won't, to be completely honest with you. So maybe one of these days I will throw it on my face just for giggles because I have it, or I might just end up gifting it to somebody, but I do regret purchasing that. Next up, Charlotte Tilbury. I'm not sure whose fault this is, but I'm going to take partial blame for this because I should have done my research, but I get really excited when Charlotte releases something, and then when she releases something, it usually is sold out super quick. So I jumped on this and I realized afterwards what it actually was. So this is the Dreamgasm eyeshadow palette. And I spoke about how I was kind of disappointed that I purchased this because I didn't realize that the shades in here, some of them I already have. I think there's one or two, I don't even remember, because I literally just got mad that I bought this and put it away. This has shades in palettes that I already have in my collection, and I like her formula and I like her toppers, all that, but I'm just mad. I don't know if it wasn't in the description right off the bat or if it was something I came back to and saw, but I feel duped. Duped into purchasing this palette. I think I will eventually end up using this, but I'm mad that I already have these shades in my collection, in palettes from her. So I feel like I wasted the money, and these are not cheap. This is $53, so I'm a little meh about it. Meh. Let's move on to Natasha De Nonna. I fell hardcore in love with the contour sculpting powder. I bought it. I went completely through it. You guys saw it in my empties, and I raved about this. And when I went to purchase another one, I started to realize, like, it's not looking the same. Well, I waited until Sephora had it again because I purchased it on Beautylicious the second time, Sephora the first time. I knew that there was a reformulation, so I didn't know if I had gotten the old formula the first time or the new formula. So I waited and I repurchased this, and some of you guys probably saw that the packaging, the lettering is slightly different, and then the new one is longer lasting. This lasts 18 months, whereas the other one that I really liked lasts 12 months. This is not the same thing. It's just not the same thing. So I purchased another one, like I said, and that's how I found out that it's definitely, this is the new formula, and I'm just not a fan of it. So I keep trying this and thinking that, you know, I'm going to end up loving it. It's just my skin or this or that. It's not. It's this product. I don't know what's wrong. It's a little bit patchy. It looks a little bit dry, and it is not like the one that I fell in love with. The one that I fell in love with, I am assuming was the original, and I would give anything to get that back because the color was perfection. It blended on my skin like perfection. And now I'm stuck with this guy, and I don't like it. I don't like it. Kat Von D. This is the Signature Brow. A lot of people raved about this product, and I picked it up, and the biggest issue I had initially were the shades. So the shades were too dark, or then too, like, the undertone was not right, and I found that the shade, what is this one? Taupe. The color of this is really the best one for me. And let me get it on. Oh wow, it's dried up now. I can't even get it to work now. What the heck? Oh my God. Okay. Nope, it just broke. All right. So problem B is definitely that it's going to dry up. I haven't had it long enough for it to dry up and then break off like that. I will say that I had the tip of this break off several times. I have to press so hard to get the color to come off that it kind of hurts. I'm not gonna lie to you, it kind of hurts. I really enjoy the shape of this because it's perfect for making those brow hair like strokes, but you have to press so hard, and then the color range just did not work for me. So I tried this over and over again, you guys, and I just don't like it. I really regret purchasing that. The next one is from MAC, and this one might be one that hurts some people's feelings because I know a lot of people really love these, but I don't. I think I have like every color, or at least close to every color. And I'm talking about the Powder Kiss lipsticks. These are a matte formula, but like supposed to be slightly powdery. You can go around the edges and make them like diffuse and all this, whatever. I don't like the formula of these. I really don't. I feel like you have to put on more layers in order for your lines of your lips not to shine through them. And then I just don't like them. I really don't like them. I wanted them to be more powdery, like a velvety type of matte, and that's just not what it is at all. I do not reach for these. These are just in my collection basically as comparison swatch lipsticks. I don't use these at all. I was definitely iffy about them whenever I purchased them and I did my lip swatch video, but after trying them more and like trying to see if I like them better with just like one swipe and then blotting them, everything, no, I don't like them. I don't like the formula at all. I'm gonna go back to picking on Dior again, and I have more from Dior. This palette right here, this is the Dior Backstage Amber Neutrals. Now, I had a lot of people want me to pick this palette up, so I did whenever I was doing a review on the Backstage, oh yeah, the Glitz palette, which I love, and then I got the primer and all this other stuff, and so I decided to go ahead and pick this up. I will say, I love the primer in here. I really do. I have the two originals from the Backstage collection, and I have used those more than I have used this one. To me, this looks so bright. The other two are definitely on the lighter side as well. But these, to me, seem like they should just pack a little bit more of a punch. When you look at this, you just think that it's going to be a little bit more vibrant. And while I love the primer being in here, I know that's just like some people love it and some people don't. I feel like I brought this out just so I could show you. This is so much better. This is the Viseart Warm Edit palette, and you can actually get, you know, a better look. Yeah. I would definitely prefer this palette to this one. Even some of like the warm mattes or whatever from Viseart. This isn't a bad palette. It's just not worth the price to me at all. So I don't reach for this. No. This would probably be gifted to somebody as well. And because we were just talking about this, I'm going to go ahead and say it. I said I was going to give this away. I have already figured out who I'm going to give this to because they have asked for it, and you know who you are. It's going to you. I forgot to bring it to you last weekend. But anyway, this is the Backstage Primer. I feel like this is just so average. It is so average. There is nothing really truly special about it. I've tried it several times. It's okay. It's okay, but I regret spending the money on it. It's something that I could have bought another Pat McGrath lipstick, you know? I love my Pat McGrath lipsticks. This is just so average. Dior is just like luxury, and I feel like when you buy something from Dior, you're expecting just a little bit more, and to me, this is the MAC Natural Radiance Primer completely outdoes this. So I'm gonna leave it at that. Now, this palette right here from Too Faced. And this is the Pretty Rich palette. I am so uninspired when I look at this. I don't like that there's other shapes in here. I think that drives me absolutely bonkers. And I know that's a weird thing to complain about, but I don't like that the glitter shades are a different size than the other ones. It just bothers me. The mattes worked perfectly well in here. Some of the shimmers were a little bit difficult, but just overall, I found this to be so uninspiring. Even looking at it now, I'm just like, I don't want to use this. I don't look at this palette and think, oh, all these looks I can do. And typically I can. I can look at a palette and I can be like, oh, I'm going to do this, I'm going to do this, I'm going to do this. But this one, honestly, if I were going to use this palette again, it would be a natural look. I would probably use these two shades and that one as a bone highlight and it would be done. And do I have other palettes that have that in there? Definitely. I just don't care for this. This deeply saddens me, you guys, because I was so excited about this. I was so excited. And, okay. I don't know how to pronounce this. Kaja? I think it's Kaja. And it's the Moon Crystal Sparkling Eye Pigment in number 5 Mystical. Okay, let me show you this. So, oh, being so dramatic here. When I got this, I immediately put it on my eyes. I mean immediately. And whenever I swatch it on my hand, it can never get it to turn right. It looks so beautiful, but it shears out on the eyes really strangely, and then it becomes chunky. I can kind of see it on my hand now. If there wasn't so much reflection from the lights right here, you'd be able to see that there's like missing spots. It's very strange, and I thought that maybe it was just me because I was like, I don't get it. There's something wrong with this. I applied it to my eyes. I tried to layer it up. It looked disgusting. So then I took it off. I put a thin layer, and then I used my Glitter Storm palette from Ciate London, and I used one of the little shimmers in there. I put it on top, and that was beautiful. But I didn't need this to make that palette beautiful. It's just, this doesn't work that well. It's on its own. And then I talked to a friend of mine who also bought this, and she used it and she had the same experience as me. So I was like, okay, it's not just in my head. It's not just my lids. It's not just the one that I got. I don't suggest this just because I feel like it looks like it's going to be so much more pigmented and va-va-voom, but it's actually pretty sheer on the eye. And when you go to build it up, it does this really chunky, weird thing, and it's not a good look. But if you do have this and you're trying to make it work, like, I will end up using this again just to try to get my money's worth out of it. If you put a glitter on top of it, it's really pretty, but other than that, I really wish that I had not gotten it. The last one is my cheat because I regret this for a completely different reason, because I absolutely love this product and I have it on a sheet because I don't buy it anymore. It's the Dior Air Flash Radiance Mist. How many of you guys remember me just like blowing through each of these cans? My thing is, I ran through this so quickly. I mean, 2 weeks, this thing is gone. It's gone because I like to just spray the heck out of my face, and so it's probably my fault, but I really did go through it so quickly, but it was so pretty. I called it like the buffing technique in a bottle. Oh my gosh, it's so pretty. The reason why I regret purchasing it is because I refuse to keep repurchasing it, but I really love it. So I'm mad that I ever even tried it, but I feel like it's just not worth $100 a month on this spray. So I'm happy that I have my Watermelon Glow Mist. I go through those like nobody's business too, but it's half the price and it doesn't last only 2 weeks. I'm so mad about that product because it's so pretty, but I refuse to keep purchasing it. All right, you guys, let me know what you think about my regrets. Let me know some of your regrets down below, and I will see you guys in my next video. Bye, guys.